I wanted to talk a little bit about page 9. You see on page 9, I start discussing note values. Quarter note, half note, dotted half note, whole note. This is a little different terminology than what they use in the UK, but this is what we use in the United States, so I'm going to stick with that, and you can always sort of translate it for whatever your culture likes to call these notes. So let's talk about the whole note. Whole note looks like that. It's got no stem, no line. It's just a circle note. A whole note is the largest note, and we hold a whole note for 4 beats. Half of a whole is 2. So we call it a half note. So a whole note gets 4 beats, a half note gets 2 beats. A quarter of this whole would be a quarter note, and that gets 1 beat. So I just want to make sure that that makes sense. Whole notes get 4, a half of a whole gets 2, and a quarter of a whole gets 1. So this kind of a note you're going to play and hold for 1 beat, 1. A half note you're going to play and hold for 2 beats, 1, 2. And a whole note you're going to hold for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another note that we discuss on this page, and that is a dotted half note. A half note gets 2. The dot adds half of the value of the note. So since a half note gets 2, the dot gets half of 2, which is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. All right, so from smallest to largest, we've got a quarter note, which gets 1 beat. Then we've got a half note, which gets 1, 2. Dotted half note gets 1, 2, 3. Whole note gets 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the same no matter what key you're playing. And these are the most basic notes. We're going to learn some other notes later, but these are the first ones for you to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might want to make yourself some flashcards, hold up each one of these, remind yourself of what is it called. Quarter note, 1. Then turn over in the back, you'd have the answer. Dotted half note, 3. Turn it over, you'd have your answer. So that's page 9. On page 10, you're going to kind of quiz yourself, and I've put some addition problems, some subtraction problems, some multiplication, and some division. When's the last time you did division, right? Isn't this a great opportunity to practice your math skills? So also, I have the answers on my website for all of these pages that have fill-ins. So go to upperhandspiano.com, and at the top you'll see where it says answers. Click on that, and then it will show you the answers by page. So you can look at page 10 just to make sure you did them right. One thing I would suggest on page 10 is that you make several copies of it so that you can practice it a few times. That would be great. Just like, learning the keys on the keyboard, this takes time to remember. How many beats does a dotted half note get? How many beats does a half note get? How many does a quarter? How many does a whole get? So this is something to practice. Flashcards are good for this. And also doing this page 10 several times would be great.